Good
Good
morning,
morning,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Today I'll start a new chapter, politics. Third lesson we have completed. The fourth chapter, key elements of a democratic government. What is the name of the chapter?
Element of
Elements of
Key elements of a democratic form of government. Democratic government. Key elements of a democratic government.
Ma'am. Ma'am,
Yes.
ma'am, I have my geography activity.
Sorry.
Ma'am, I have my geography activity.
Activity, I have told you many times, no need to show me today. I'll give you time for the submission of activity. I have told you in the last class, I will give you time for the submission.
Okay, ma'am.
Key elements of a democratic government. In this lesson, we are discussing this. In the last chapter, we talked about what is government and various types of government, right? And
Yes, ma'am.
under the heading various types of government, we learned about or we discussed two types of government. From these two types of government, which type of government do you think which type of government is best for the country?
Democrat.
Democratic form of government. Why? Why democratic form of government is good for the country?
Because people get
And
to choose
because people
their
have
own leader who can.
Because people, yes, you are right. Why? Why
Because,
do you think democratic form or democratic government is best?
ma'am,
because
because people can also decide.
Raise your
Also
hand.
have
Yes, Risa.
that's because people get to choose their own leader, and then they are sure that that leader can make the like those people comfortable. Yeah, that's why.
One important thing, people will get a chance to select the leaders, right? It's very important. The people select the leader. Wow. It's very good. Okay. Then, in this lesson, we are discussing the key elements which influence the functioning or key elements that influence the working of a democratic government. Some important some factors or elements which influence the working of democratic government. Okay. Before understand the elements, first thing you understand in this lesson is what is apartheid. Okay, before discussing key elements of a democratic government, we understand this lesson. What is apartheid? What is the word?
A party.
Apartheid. What is apartheid? Separation of people on the basis of race. Separation of people on the basis of race. Separation on the basis of race. Separation on the basis of race. On the basis of race. Separation on the basis of race. It was a law in South Africa, apartheid law. People were separated on the basis of race. You might have heard about separation of people on the basis of color in South Africa, right?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Okay, what you have heard?
Black and white incidents.
Yes, people were separated on the basis of color, blacks and whites, right? People were separated on the basis of color, blacks and whites. Okay, this was a law in South Africa. How non-whites were separated from whites? Many ways, right? So in South Africa, there's apartheid. Apartheid was a law, separation on the basis of race. Non-whites were discriminated or separated from whites. Separate ambulance for whites and non-whites. Separate trains for whites and non-whites. Right? Separate buses, bus stations. And non-whites were not allowed to vote. They had no voting right. And they lived in the best island or the best place in the country was reserved for whites. The worst land were given to non-whites. They were not allowed to use the parks or public places, malls, which were used by whites. Non-whites were not allowed to use this. They had or they were separated from whites, non-whites, blacks, right? They were separated from whites. And they were denied voting rights. Then you can imagine what was the condition of people lived in South Africa.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Then Nelson, have you heard about Nelson Mandela?
Yes,
Yes. Nelson Mandela, he was the first person under African National Congress fought against the law, apartheid. Fought against the law and he fought for the right of non-whites in South Africa. And he demanded this apartheid should be abolished. Right? And he fought for it. Under with the help of his party, he was a member of party African National Congress. And this party fought against apartheid and they demanded for the abolition of apartheid in South Africa. As a result of their fight in 1994, South Africa became a democratic country and this apartheid was abolished. And this was the story of South Africa. Why we explain this story here is from the story we understand all people should be treated equally, right?
yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Have you heard about the separation? We discussed a separation, right? Separation on the basis of, or a group of people were separated or discriminated on the basis of
Caste.
color.
Oh, yeah. No.
Color, right? But yes, I'm coming to the point, Brisa. Then have you heard about this discrimination before? Have we discussed this before?
Yes, ma'am.
In which chapter we discussed?
Diversity and discrimination.
Yes, in the first two lessons we discussed this. People were discriminated on the basis of color, but in India it was based on caste, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Group of people
Yes,
were
ma'am.
discriminated on the basis of caste. Indian society was divided into different groups, and the last group were discriminated from higher caste, other three higher caste, right? And we explained, we learned a story of one important person. Who was he? Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, right? He belongs to a lower caste and he had experience. He had a bitter experience in his life when he was 9 years old, when he was a child, right? Then he fought for the upliftment of Dalit, right? Or the lower caste people. And in India, we use the word untouchables, right?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
And then when India became an independent country, by a law, we abolished untouchability. Now, practice of untouchability is a crime in India. Same like this, South African people face discrimination. Non-whites face discrimination. That discrimination was based on color. Then, my question is, do you think it's important for all persons to be treated equally?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Why? You said it's important for all persons to be treated equally, right? Why? Why?
Because it's very bad.
What is very bad? Inequality, right? Not
Yes.
treating people equally is bad. Why?
Because the like when we treat somebody very unequal, like if we don't treat them equally, they'll feel very bad.
Definitely,
And
we
it
feel
and
very bad.
like
You know, when we separated from anything, right? When we separate, or other people make us separate from, we feel very bad, right?
And that is unfair.
That's unfair. Okay, I agree with you. Then, why do you think all persons to be treated equally? Because we all are born with equal rights, right?
Yes, ma'am.
We belongs to particular religion, by birth belongs to a particular religion, and we speak language. We need language for communication, but it's not our mistake, right? I think
Yes, ma'am.
it's not our, we born in, we belongs to particular religion and we learn one language.
Our fault.
It's not our fault, right? We all born with equal rights. Then why we should be, or why we are separated? It's unfair, right? So treat all people equally. All have talents, but some people are not getting opportunities, right? A few are getting opportunities, all resources, but some are not getting it. That is the reason for inequality, right? Okay. Then let us understand what a democratic government mean for all of us, right? We are going to discuss in this lesson what democratic government mean for all of us. Okay. Then in the last chapter, we have learned about democracy, right? Then you said it is one of the best form of government in the world, democratic form of government. Right? Tell me, what are the features of democracy, important features of democracy? If you know, raise your hand, I will ask you. We have discussed some features of democracy, right? One of the important features of democracy is what it is? Yes, Anna. Anna want to say something. Anna. Yes.
Ma'am, people can choose people.
One of the important features is people can choose their representative. We all cannot directly participate in the functioning of a government, right? So we participate. How we participate? We select our leaders by voting in election, right? This way we participate, and these leaders makes laws on behalf, or rule the country on behalf of us, right? Okay, Devika. What do you want to say, Devika?
And the government has to explain its actions
Yes,
and
yes.
decisions.
Definitely. This government or the person, right? Or these people have to explore, the leaders have to explain all the decision, or the government has to explain their decisions to the people, right? It's clear.
Yes, ma'am.
Then we are going to discuss about key elements of a democratic government. Key elements that influence functioning or the working of a democratic government, right? Key elements of a democratic. First key element of a democratic government is participation. First element is participation. first key element of a democratic government is participation. Then tell me, how can we participate in the government?
Can I show the board once more?
Sorry, Ashish?
Board.
Vote by voting. Very good. By voting in election. The first way of participation by voting. By voting in election. By voting in election. Okay, very good. Then, by voting in election, you know, right? We select, we all cannot participate directly in the functioning of a government. Instead of that, directly what we will do, we select our leaders by voting in election. Right? And these leaders make decision or take decision on behalf of common people. Right? It's very good. Then we select all governments, right? We all governments are elected for a particular period. All governments are elected for a fixed period. All of you know, right? All governments are elected for a particular, I'm talking about democratic government, right? All governments are elected for a particular, a fixed period. In India, the period is 5 years. Elections to be held every 5 years, right? In India, it may be different in other countries. In UK, I think it's 4 years. So in India, this period is 5 years. We select a government for 5 years. And after 5 years, we get election, right? We will get election. If the same leaders, if they want to be rule the country again, they have to be re-elected. Right?
Yes, ma'am.
Then sometimes the same person or the same leaders could be chosen by the people. Sometimes different leaders can be chosen, right?
Yes, ma'am.
It depends on their performance, right? We
Yes, ma'am.
select a government for 5 years, for a period of 5 years. If they do welfare, if they do good things for the people, definitely they will next time, they will rule the country or the state, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So sometimes same person or same leader could be chosen by the people, sometimes a different person. It depends on the working of that government or they work in that 5 years. Then all of you know about election, right? Every
Yes.
5 years we get election in our country, right? My question is, do you think this election is, or it's good that election happens every 5 years?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am.
Every 5 years we need election, right? Why?
Yes.
You said it's good we get election or election happens every 5 years. Why?
Ma'am, because if a leader does not perform well and do not support the people well, after 5 years, people can choose other leaders.
Yes. Yes. That's why we have regular election, right?
Yes, ma'am.
If we get a period, a government get 5 years period for rule the country or for rule the states, right? So if they prove, if they do good things, welfare activities for the people, definitely we will select the same government for the next 5 years, right?
Yes, ma'am.
And do you have any other points? Share with me, class.
No, ma'am.
Same point, all of you agree, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, that's why. And why do we have regular elections? Actually, thus, in this way, the power of the government gets limited, right? Power of the government gets limited by regular election. What point you have to say? Power of the government gets limited by regular election. Then this is the one way of participation, by voting in election.
Ma'am, can you tell that sentence one more time?
Power of the government gets limited by regular elections.
Thanks.
Okay.
Then we are discussing about participation, right?
Yes,
The
ma'am.
first element, first key element of a democratic government is participation. Right? Then one way of participation in the functioning of government is voting
By
in
voting.
election.
We're voting.
Besides voting in election, there are some other ways for the participation, the functioning of government. What is that? What is that? How can we participate in the functioning of government? How can we directly or indirectly influence the decision making of government? We can do like this by criticizing the activities of government. How can we do? By criticizing.
What is that?
By criticizing. What is the meaning of criticize? What is the meaning of criticizing?
Oh no.
Criticize. You have a habit of criticizing others. Pointing out the fault. Right?
Yes,
We criticize others by pointing out their fault.
Yes.
So we can criticize the government. How we criticize the government? For example, if the government, suppose the government decided to increase, I have told this example before, decided to increase the price of or charge electricity charge, right? Electricity charge. All people cannot afford this price or increased charge. So what the people will do? Will they accept what the government said?
no, ma'am.
ma'am.
They'll protest.
No. They will show their disapproval, their anger through different ways, right?
For talent.
How will they show their disapproval to the government?
I can hartal.
Write a letter to government.
No.
They call
By strikes.
PM or
By
prime
strike.
minister.
Strikes.
Ma'am, I can hurt.
Strikes.
So what will they do?
Strikes and hartal.
All of you are familiar with hartal, right?
Yes, ma'am. That day school will be.
School days, you know, we were waiting for a hartal. For what?
Sit at home.
Get a holiday.
That day.
Do you like hartal?
Yes, ma'am. A lot.
So people will show their disapproval through hartal, strikes, rally, signature campaign. What is signature campaign? Well, we write our problem in a paper and we collect the signature of people who disagree with the opinion of the government, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So, by all these ways, we criticize the government, action of the government. right? So I told you one example, government decided to increase electricity charge. All people could not afford this charge. They will show their disapproval by participating or by organizing strikes, hartal, signature campaign, rallies, etc. Right? So sometimes the government is forced to withdraw their decision because they have some responsibilities towards the people, because people elected the government, right, elected the leaders, so they have some responsibilities to the people. That's why we told you, when we discuss democracy, government has to explain all decisions to the people, right? If the people agree, they can continue with that decision. If the people will not agree with the decision, sometimes they are forced to withdraw their decision, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Second point is by criticizing the government through rallies, strikes. By criticizing, how? By organizing rallies, strikes, signature campaign, etc. Then medias. Third point come under participation is medias. You know, a newspaper, TV, and other social medias play an important role in discussing government issues. Medias, newspaper, TV, an important role in discussing government issues. You know, when any social issue happens in our state, how we come to know about it? Any problem happen? When we switch on TV, you can see discussions
News.
on this.
Some
Right?
sir.
Sorry?
Yes, ma'am.
Nowadays,
Some
what is the important matter of all discussion? What is important issue?
Corona. Virus.
Smuggling, gold smuggling, drug smuggling, right?
Yes, ma'am.
When you open TV, when you read the newspaper, all this you can see all people are discussing this. This is the important issue in all our news channels and newspapers, right? And people, through this discussion, some people support the government and some people criticize the government, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Criticize activities of government. So this thing, people indirectly participate in the functioning of a government, right? Next point, by organizing movements. Movements. What is movement? Social movement. Better you write social movement. Organizing social movement. Social movement. How social movements play an important role. We have learned one example in the previous chapter, right? In early period, many countries, women were not allowed to vote. For example, we learned UK and US, women were not allowed to vote. And they had to fight. They organized a movement, right? To get right to vote. As a result of their movement in 1920, 1928 years, they got right to vote. By organizing movement. Movement means a group of people have come together to attain a goal. It's a movement, right? Here, women's movement led by women for what? To get right to vote. Did they success in their movement? Did they get right to vote?
Yes, ma'am.
So in this way, people are able to participate in the functioning of government. Clear? So first key element of a democratic government is participation. Participation. Clear? First point is clear. We are discussing about key elements of a democratic government. Okay, you have to study about this key elements of participation in detail in next year. So keep this in your mind. You will need this for next year. First element of a democratic government is participation. Then how can we participate in the functioning of a democratic government? First important way of participation is voting and election. Through voting, we select the representatives, and this representative takes, or we select leaders or representatives, and this representative takes decision on behalf of common people, right? And all government are elected for a fixed period. In India, the fixed period is 5 years. Then every 5 year, election will happen. And we select new government, right? If that depend on the working of the government. Sometimes new leaders could be chosen by the people. Sometimes same leaders can be. Then next we discuss, beside those election, other ways for participating in the functioning of government are criticizing. By criticizing the government through rallies, strikes, hartal, and signature campaign. Then social media play an important role. Social media's newspaper, TV, and other medias discuss government issues. And third one, by organizing social movement. Yeah.
Yes,
Yes.
ma'am.
I hope you have understood the first point, first key element of a democratic government, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Read the textbook, very simple. And I'll give you a brief summary of today's class. First, we discussed about a law which was existed in South Africa. What was the name of the law?
Black and white.
Apartheid law. What was apartheid law? separation on the basis of whites and non-whites, right? Whites and blacks. Then Nelson Mandela, he was the first person under African National Congress fought against apartheid rule, and he argued for and he demanded for separation of apartheid rule. Then as a result of their struggle in 1944, I think 1944, right? Okay. 1994, 1994, South Africa became a democratic country and abolished the slow apartheid law. Next, we discuss key elements of a democratic government. Key elements which influence the functioning of a democratic government. First one is participation. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Dear, it's a time to wind up the class. See you in the next class. Read the textbook, and if you have any doubt, you can ask. Okay?
Okay, ma'am.
Thank you,
See
ma'am.
you in the next class with a new topic, right?
Ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.